I'm Professor of Entrepreneurship and Business Development at Ulster University Business School at the Belfast campus. And my work really is at the interface between the university, which is essentially academia, and business. And my challenge really is to kind of close that gap between both institutions, or both dimensions or perspectives, because there's a danger all the time, I think, that the business school can become a little disconnected from business, and we have to really make sure that that doesn't happen. Ulster University Business School is particularly focused on the needs of micro, small and medium-sized owner-managers from the point of view of their effectiveness in practice. So we place a great deal of emphasis on executive training. And I use the term very loosely here because sometimes when people think of executives, it's not quite small firms that they think about. So I'm kind of going to massage that and weave in this idea of the owner-manager. I'm also, I suppose, working very hard with agencies, I suppose, outside the university to promote women's enterprise. And I work very closely with the development agencies in Northern Ireland with a view to exploring how we can do more to help small firms. And of course, I have a role as an educator to do research and to undertake or provide or present lectures to postgraduate taught programs. For me, the Institute of Small Business and Entrepreneurship, which I refer to as the Institute, is a platform for me to, and a community for me to engage with, to share opinions with, to debate topics with in the area of entrepreneurship research, best practice in entrepreneurship education, and best ways in terms of developing entrepreneurial practitioner learning. It is a network of fellow travellers, if you will, who all have an interest in progressing this agenda. And insofar as we can, influencing its progress, influencing the decision makers who are themselves trying to make this agenda more important. So for me, the Institute is a great opportunity for further growth and development in terms of my own interests in this space. The conference, well, I suppose my reference point immediately is the immediate past conference in Belfast. I think it was one of the most successful. I probably would say that, of course, because I was president at the time. But it had upwards of 400 people, delegates attending the conference. It was a really sparky affair because, of course, we're currently in the run-up to and still debating the fundamentals of what Brexit will mean to the United Kingdom. And on the island of Ireland, it has a particularly acute implication. So it really added some serious grist to the mill as far as debates were concerned. I also think it was really great fun. I mean, ISBE as a conference is not just committed to providing really cutting-edge research, quality research. It's also building that community, that network, which I referred to in my answer to your previous question. And I feel that there was a very, very high level of community and networking going on there where we really exchanged great ideas and made friends and renewed friendships. And I think I'd like to make one particular point, if I may, and that is that we were particularly keen to welcome new members to the Institute and to the conference. And I get the impression from what I've seen in terms of the research that we've done that those who were returning to the conference and those who were new to the conference, they felt that it had been a real success for them in terms of community, and many indicating that they were going to adopt ISBE as their conference of choice because there are so many in the academic year, but they were moving to ISBE because of that sense of community as well as quality research.